and welcome to the Scott Show. Right now we are doing the wrestling show. We are talking about the IGP champions and the people from New Japan Pro Wrestling as we got excited. I wanted to talk about Power Struggle, what happened last night, or actually this morning, I do apologize, this morning, Japan time, it would have happened at around 3 o'clock a.m. my time, and it was a great show, folks. So I'm going to go through the results really fast, and then we're going to get to the big news, and that's actually in match 9. We'll see what happens. Alright, so we had a match between Dave Finlay and Kimura, and Dave Finlay ends up winning that match. That's Fit Finlay's son. The Young Bucks defeat Dragon Lee and Titan. And then we have a team that has Okado, Juice Robinson, Jushin Thunder Liger, and Kushida and Tiger Mask. So it was a 10-man match against El Desperado, Taichi, Taka Michinoku, Kenobu, and Zack Sabre Jr. And 10-man match, and the first team won. It's a hard enough thing to say twice. So there you go. Ten Cozy ends up winning with Togi, against the Bullet Club with Chase Owens, Cody, and Takahashi. Ends up winning the 6-man match, so we'll see what happens with Cody Rhodes as he looks like he might be fighting Kojima at the next pay-per-view, if it's not somebody else later down the road. And we'll see just what happens there. 3K ends up beating the Super 69 team for the finals of the Super Junior Tag Team Tournament. It looks like they're going to be facing off against the Young Bucks. I'm going to pick 3K every single day of the week. You have Chaos with Okada the champion in another 10-man tag team match. Chaos defeats Naito's team. I have a hard time pronouncing that as well, but I'll find out the correct pronunciation of that. So Okada's team defeats Naito's team. Now, of course, they're going to be facing off against each other at Wrestle Kingdom 12. The big match for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship of the World. Then you had Asuki beating Tarotu in a bull rope death match for the Never Openweight Championship. I'm actually very interested to see what they do with the Never Openweight Championship, as Wrestle Kingdom could be a long show, because they have the ROH champion Cody, they have the 4 other belts, they have the tag team belts, they have 6-man belts. I mean, it could be just a total champions fest. At the same time, it'd just be like everything just all rolled into one. It'd be crazy. So, and then they had a tag team, not a tag team match, a junior heavyweight match between Will Ospreay and Marty Scurll. These two guys, both English, and Marty ends up winning the championship. He is also the Defiant Wrestling Champion, as he wins the belt and then asks for a fatal 4-way match, as it will be at Wrestle Kingdom. The big match, it will be Marty, Ospreay, Takanishi, and Kushida. And that will be a 4-way match for the title. I hope it's an elimination match, which would make it a lot more fun for me. Personally, I like that kind of stuff. And then we'll see what happens next. Then you had Kenny Omega, the cleaner, defeat Beretta for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Champion. Omega came in the champion and left. Again, he is seconded by people who probably just should be in second place. And after the match, the world is still in shock. Y2J Chris Jericho comes on the screen and says, "You know what? I'm the best in the world at what I do." As normal Chris Jericho stuff that he said. And he said, "I'm here to prove it. And Omega, I'm challenging you January 4th, Wrestle Kingdom 12. And they're billing it as the Alpha against the Omega. So that'll be an awesome match, and I just bought Wrestle Kingdom 12. Just based on that, I will buy it. Kenny Omega, the Canadian, against, well, the Canadian Chris Jericho. So it's a Canadian match for the United States Heavyweight Championship. Go figure. It's going to be just an amazing match. I look for it in WWE to be highlighting WrestleMania in like 4 years. Jericho, I don't think he's going to go away for a long time. The guy's still got it. And he's going to prove it at Wrestle Kingdom 12. Alright, and then you had Tanahashi against... Yeah, Tanahashi and Takahashi. It gets confusing, but Tanahashi is the former ace of the promotion, and the other guy is the other guy. He defeated Kota Ibushi to retain the Intercontinental Championship, which he's held for a little while. Other people who have held that title, Michael Elgin, I think Omega held it for a while, Naito held it for a while, and also Shinsuke Nakamura. He made that title. So the big thing coming out of that match is then Switchblade came out and was revealed to be Jay White, who attacked Tanahashi after the match, and that closed the show. So you have Jay White and Tanahashi for the Intercontinental Championship at Wrestle Kingdom. The bigger news, though, you got Jericho and Omega. That will be just an amazing match, and I think they need to add something to Naito and Okada, because as much as I do think the world of Okada, and he's probably one of the best wrestlers today, I think it's a little flat compared to the main event, which will be obviously the thing that will get everybody's butts in the seats, is Jericho and Omega for sure. It is kind of funny that you're bringing back this guy, and I do say bringing back. He did actually wrestle in in New Japan as Super Liger, and he also wrestled as Chris Jericho. And I think he had another name too, but I can't remember what it was. I know he was the Lionheart Chris Jericho in WCW and then New Japan also. But I think that's like the American main event. So if any of my Japanese friends want to say how great Naito Okada looks on paper, let me know. But Omega and Jericho have just broken the internet. And you see a picture of both of them as Jericho is holding up a picture of Omega and rips it. It's going to be a fight, folks. So it's going to be a great match. Wrestle Kingdom 12, check it out as we move forward to that big event. So the next event that they have, they do have the big tag league, and they have Lionsgate Project 9 as well. So they got a lot of really cool things happening for IWGP champions and New Japan Pro Wrestling. I really would like to see what happens with all of this. We'll just move forward and kind of go with that. The World Tag League is coming up too. To give you guys a little idea of who is in that, who's a tag team. As they have not announced the tag teams for the World Tag League yet. I do apologize. I thought they did. So when I find that out, I will come on here and let you guys know what the teams are, and bring out the big guns for New Japan Pro Wrestling World Tag League. And this is going to be a big deal, folks. So it's going to be really awesome to see what happens when we get to Wrestle Kingdom 12 and the big show in the Tokyo Dome. As I'm pumped up. I really am. And I really want to see a good fight between Jericho and Kenny Omega. Winnipeg versus Winnipeg in Tokyo. Oh man, I was surprised as all hell today, as a lot of people were. But we're going to get moving here, folks. We got lots of other shows coming up here today on the Scott Show podcast. Check out TCW Fantasy Wrestling tonight, 9 o'clock Central Time. as we break out TCW Fantasy Wrestling, and we've been blowing that up, so we are loving it. So I want to thank you guys, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your wonderful football games, and we'll be back with more podcasts here on The Scott Show.